Hey, it's Pastor Dan from Dexter Gospel Church with the Proverbs Practical. I appreciate you watching. Today's verse contrasts the confidence of the last proverb with empty arrogance or boasting. We're in Proverbs 30, verse 32. It says, "If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thine hand upon thy mouth." In contrast to the king of proven power and success in the previous verse, what about the person who started forward in pride, lifting themselves up and started to brag or boast or step into a role they weren't really equipped or ready for? Or maybe they even tried confronting or opposing a leader like the one we saw in the last video. Well, then he puts in another parallel to this pride and arrogance, this cockiness and boasting. This is the person who has thought evil. They've had an idea about doing something wrong or destructive. And the idea of thinking is devising or meditating. This isn't some passing temptation. This is something they've come up with, something they've thought about, something they might have planned to do. Given the first phrase, it may be talking about, thinking about, boasting and putting ourselves forward. He says, if that's you, cover your mouth. Most of the time that expression speaks of an awestruck silence, perhaps because of horror. And maybe that's part of the idea here, that there are horrible consequences to pride and evil. But here it seems to emphasize self-restraint. If you realize you're about to boast, slap your hand over your mouth and don't say it. If you're about to set some plan in motion that you realize is wrong, do whatever it takes to stop yourself from doing it. Every one of us thinks of doing wrong things sometimes, and sometimes we even think those wrong things are right. But if we have an open mind and a tender heart, if we're attentive to God's Word, if we're examining the right and wrong of our own thinking, speaking, and acting, if we are receptive to rebuke and instruction from others, we often catch ourselves before we act. One of the chief benefits to thinking before we speak or act isn't that we're more successful in our goals, it's that we can stop ourselves before pursuing the wrong goals. Don't let pride become a boast, and don't let evil thoughts become evil words. I hope this video is a help to you. If it is, give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We'd love to see you in the comments, and we'd love to see you in person here at Dexter Gospel Church. Until next time, I hope you stay well and stay humble.